So some of you have been wondering what settings I use for when I go live. So I figured I'd make a quick overview video of the settings that I use for when I stream. So first we're going to open up OBS and we're going to go to our settings. And first thing we're going to check is stream. Now with OBS, you can log in with the various streaming platforms that you want to stream to. For me, I'm going to choose YouTube since that's where I mostly do all my streaming. So I just log in with my YouTube account. Now for output, this is where the magic happens. Now for your audio encoder, you want to choose FFM. Basically, there's no real reason to change it from that. Now for your video encoder, if you have an NVIDIA card, you want to use the NVENC encoder. Now, if you have a 4000 series NVIDIA card, then you can choose one of the AV1 options, which does provide you with even higher video quality for your streams. Now, if you don't have an NVIDIA card and you're using something like an Intel card or an AMD card, then you just want to choose whatever the NVENC equivalent is for those two cards. Now, if you don't have either of those three cards, then you're going to be stuck with the X264 encoder. Now, X264, it will use your CPU to encode the stream. So if you're trying to play a game and you're using X264, you may run into some issues depending on how demanding that game is on your system already. Now for rate control, I just have that set to constant bit rate. And because I'm only streaming to YouTube right now, I have this bit rate set to 20,000. YouTube does recommend a minimum bit rate of 15,000. Now, if I'm going to be streaming to Twitch and YouTube, then I would change this 20,000 to 8,000, since 8,000 is currently the max bit rate that Twitch can support. Now, when you're multi-streaming to Twitch and YouTube, you will get a warning from YouTube saying that the minimum bit rate is too low because it wants you to stream at a minimum bit rate of 15,000. But in my experience, you can basically just ignore that message. My streams have been just fine with multi-streaming, and I had that warning on my stream in the YouTube streaming settings. So you should be fine. Now for my keyframe interval, I have that set at the default 0. Some people have it set at 2, but either one is fine. Doesn't really matter that much. Now for your preset, if you have a really good PC, you could have that set to P7. If your PC is kind of like, okay, just in the middle, then you can have that set to P6. Or if you're not really too sure about where your PC stands, then you can set it to P5, but you definitely don't want to go lower than that. So P5, P6, and P7 is where you want to be with that. So I just right now, currently, I have mine set to P6. Now for tuning, I have that set to high quality. My multipass mode is set to 2 passes and my profile is high. And then I also have adaptive quantization enabled. It used to be called psychovisual tuning, but with the latest update, they've changed it to adaptive quantization. Now for my B frames, I just have that set to 2. So that's pretty much it for the encoder settings that I use for when I stream. Now for my audio, what you want to do here is you want to make sure that all these audio channels here, you want to make sure that they're all set to 320 for the bit rate. That way you're going to ensure that your stream has the max quality of audio that it could possibly have. All right, and then the last thing that we're going to check here is going to be our audio tab. Now for this, it's going to vary from system to system, but mainly you want to have this set to wherever your audio is coming from. For me, I use the Elgato Wavelink software. So I have the Elgato Wave DX mic and I have a Stream Deck Plus. Now for your Wavelink software, if you have it, it's going to look like this. This is where you set up all your audio channels and all your mixes. And then they all get sent out through this one Stream Mix channel. And that gets sent into OBS right here. So that's why there's only one audio channel here, because it's all getting mixed up in Wavelink and then coming right on through to OBS. So for me, I just have this set to Wavelink Stream for my mic/auxiliary audio, and everything else I just have disabled. And that is pretty much it for the settings that I use for when I go live. So If you thought this video was helpful or helped you in any way, please leave a like. Lets the YouTube algorithm know that you like this video and you want to see more like it, as well as let me know in the comment section down below of what stream settings you guys use. Maybe there's something I missed in the video that you guys could teach me. But yeah, as always, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. And remember, be nice to each other. Peace.